Connor Bisciotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Detroit is the center of the NFL universe starting tonight as the Motor City hosts the NFL Draft. But it was the Detroit Lions who were roaring on Wednesday. The team made Amon-Ra St. Brown the NFL's new highest paid receiver based on average yearly salary after he agreed to a 4-year extension worth more than $120 million. Then a few hours later, Pro Bowler Penei Sewell agreed to a 4-year deal worth $112 million. Sewell will now make more than any other NFL offensive tackle on an average annual basis. Speaking of the draft, USC quarterback Caleb Williams told reporters Wednesday the Bears have not yet told him he's going to be the first overall pick, while LSU's Heisman-winning quarterback Jaden Daniels shot down rumors he didn't want the Commanders to draft him with the second overall pick, saying, quote, "Whoever calls my phone, I'll be blessed, and they're going to get my all." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380. The countdown is on for the 2024 NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light. Catch all 7 rounds, 3 days, live from Detroit. April 25th to 27th with NFL Network Draft coverage presented by Verizon. And on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and streaming on NFL Plus. It all starts Thursday, April 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Visit NFL.com/draft for more information. Presented by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL.
It is a Thursday. It's the 25th day of April, 2024, and it is draft day. I always celebrate. I got drafted 4 times. Yes, I got a notice 4 times. Your presence is hereby requested. The 4th one, I finally ended up having to go. It wasn't the NBA, certainly not the NFL or Major League Baseball. Uncle Sam needed me. Anyway, out of 4 Buckley boys, 3 of us ended up getting drafted. I thought that was pretty good. Let's celebrate one big birthday today. Yes, born on this date in 1874, inventor Guglielmo Marconi. Marconi. Not macaroni, Marconi. He invented wireless telegraph, which gave way to AM and FM radio, which led to, AM 1230 and FM 107.5, and all sorts of other sorts of free entertainment just for you. So we salute Guglielmo Marconi. What else is in the news? Well, there's lots of things. Celebrating Superman's birthday. I think we mentioned that Superman, the magazine, comic book, first published back in 1938. I did. Superman is still around fighting crime, but hey, just don't call him during Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. He's busy then and doesn't want to be bothered. We have birthdays today. We've got some big shot birthdays, and we've got some local birthdays, and we will celebrate our birthdays. Let's see, who do we have? We have Al Pacino. Let's hear it for Big Al. He is 84. The bass player Stu Cook of Creedence Clearwater Revisited is 79. It used to be Creedence Clearwater Revived. There was a little bit of an issue between the Fogerty boys, and it's now Creedence Clearwater Revisited. Actor Talia Shire, 79. Singer Bjorn Ulvaeus of ABBA, 79. Actor Jeffrey DeMunn, 77. Actor Hank Azaria is 60. Actor Gina Torres, 55. Actor Renee Zellweger, 55. Actor Jason Lee, 54. Actor Jason Wiles, 54. Actor Emily Berge, 49. Actor Marguerite Moreau is 47. Actor Allison Snyder is 28. And actor Jaden Ray is 15. Local birthdays. Got some coming up.
Hey, guess what? Here, I'll help you out. Hi, I'm Tracy Lyon Ramirez, and yes, it's that time for another DEA drug take-back event. And yes, I'll be there too, broadcasting from 10 until noon, encouraging you to bring your unwanted medications to Starbucks at 4th and Wake in El Centro. Now, twice a year, the DEA has this event, and it's incredible how many tons of unwanted medication they get. Let's do our part and bring our unwanted medications to the next National Drug Take-Back Day this Saturday at Starbucks and Wake in El Centro.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Geneva Smith, Alexis Vega, Damara Whitman, Cheyenne Villanueva, Diane Dooling, Dave Hilfiger, Jorge Ruiz, Maya McLean, Bernice Barola, Frank Irigoyen, Lily Avina, Marisol Nunez, Rose Vega, Chris Hall, Alyssa Torres, Cesar Montoya, and Betty Jo McNeese. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and did happen to see Chris Hall yesterday on the mend after well, he came out better than the guy in the motorcycle in that accident. That's the story I got. Anyway, coming up, we've got to look at news. We're going to start off with World and California news, move into local news. We'll tell you about what's going on around the valley. We do that. And sports. Yeah, it's NFL draft day. We'll tell you about that. The Lakers, in the NBA playoffs, they're down 2-0. Can they bounce back? I don't know. Lots of questions with the Lakers. Yeah. Lots of teams better than the Lakers. Oh, well, we're going to jump in right now with a look at World and California news headlines. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News special report. Arguments are underway in the Supreme Court on former President Trump's claim of absolute immunity in a bid to avoid prosecution on charges of attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 election. John Sauer is representing Mr. Trump before the High Court.
For 234 years of American history, no president was ever prosecuted for his official acts. The framers of our Constitution viewed an energetic executive as essential to securing liberty.
Justice Sonia Sotomayor questioning.
If the president decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him, is that within his official acts that for which he can get immunity?
A decision's expected by July. It could determine whether Trump will face a trial before the next election. He's stuck at court in New York today at his criminal trial. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news. More protests today on the campus of USC. The campus closed to the general public until further notice. More than 90 people arrested Wednesday as protesters took over the university's alumni park.
They're funding this genocide that's happening in Palestine into our people, and we're not standing for that.
I have no problem for people fighting for what they believe is right. The issue that I have is when there are hate crimes and hate speech.
Dispersal orders issued late in the afternoon. LAPD officers removing protesters who refused to leave, plus those dozens of arrests. Demonstrations continuing on the campus of UC Berkeley as well. State Senate Committee on Insurance passing a bill aimed at addressing the cost and availability of fire insurance, requiring insurers to consider wildfire mitigation efforts when setting policy conditions.
We have to recognize this is a crisis. People are losing insurance every day or getting exorbitant markups in their insurance.
Senator Josh Becker proposed the measure, which now heads to the Appropriations Committee. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures, can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. You know, they have 3 locations right here in the Valley. At El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Well, it's a Friday night lecture at Pioneers Museum. George Gale has more.
It is tomorrow evening at Pioneers Museum. Special guest this week will be Jacques-André Estelle. Estelle has literally been around the world a few times. Attendees will learn about the center of the world from the museum founder himself. Estelle is a prominent figure for a long list of accomplishments, including his contributions to the field of urban planning and development. He founded the town of Felicity, which he envisioned as a center for art, culture, and the world. Estelle is known for his work in the public sector as well, having served as mayor of Felicity, as well as chairman of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Commission. He is a former Marine Corps aviator and a significant figure in the development of skydiving in the United States and much more. The Friday night lecture at Pioneers Museum is a free public event. Light refreshments will be provided. The event begins at 6:30 tomorrow evening. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, Yuma County Sheriff's Office received the report of a threat of a shooting at 2 elementary schools in San Luis, Arizona. And the Sheriff's Office, along with San Luis police officers, are investigating. During the course of that investigation, it was determined that the threat originated from a viral national social media post from 2021. Parents and students that saw the post were concerned and shared the information. There were no direct threats to any schools in the Yuma area. And, Friday night, it is, Friday night lecture night, but it's also Friday night movie night, a free family event at the Westmoreland Community Park. There'll be a color run starting at 5. Fun starts at 5:30. The movie starts at 7:10. And again, that is Friday night at Westmoreland Community Park. KXO News time is 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, the County Board of Supervisors this week agreed to support the IVC Foundation. The board approved a grant. The grant from the Community Benefit Program is $1,000. It will support the College Foundation 2024 Hall of Fame Award Dinner. And watch out for the horsies. Brawley residents, you may see a posse passing through city streets tonight. George Gale has more.
It is the Brawley Police Horse Ride in support of Autism Awareness Month. Brawley Mayor Ramon Castro, Brawley Police Chief Jimmy Duran, and U.S. Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino will ride through the town. The ride will start at the Brawley Police Department on Main Street, head down 7th Street onto Flaming to Imperial Avenue, then on to Jones, Mesquite, and back to Imperial Avenue before ending back at the police station. A ride will start at 4:30 p.m. and it will be over by 6:30 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And again, that happens this evening. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Your health is important, so keep yourself and your family covered with Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal renewals will be happening soon, so if you have Medi-Cal, make sure you don't miss any important renewal information. If you've moved in the last 3 years, check and update your mailing address, email address, and phone number. Learn more at keepmedicalcoverage.org. That's keepmedicalcoverage.org. Paid for by the California Department of Healthcare Services.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, and of course, happy hour, 3 till 6 p.m. every day. The Board of Supervisors increased the community benefit line of credit for the Winter Haven Water District. George Gale has more.
The County Board of Supervisors took the action on Tuesday. A line of credit was increased by $300,000. They also increased the timeline for 1 year. Allocation is intended to fund emergency force main line repairs, ensuring the continued provision of essential water services to that community. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And it's a take-back day this Saturday. The Drug Enforcement Administration says, hey, do some spring cleaning in your medicine cabinet. Gather up all unneeded and unwanted medications and drop them off at Starbucks on South 4th Avenue in El Centro. The site from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Tracy Lyon Ramirez will be there live from 10 a.m. till noon. And again, that is this Saturday. The second annual Clean California Community Days is underway. George Gale has some information.
As part of that program, Caltrans has been busy in Imperial County. Started on April 5th when the city of El Centro was presented a $4.7 million grant to revitalize the downtown square park. They recently provided the dumpsters to collect non-hazardous, unwanted household items. And on Earth Day, Caltrans was at Rockwood Elementary School in Calexico. Students were educated on clean California and the importance of litter-free communities. Caltrans mascot Safety Sam was on hand to help Caltrans staff remind everyone about the staying safe and how safety of motorists was the top priority of Caltrans. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the IID will host a strategic workshop. It's an electrification and technology workshop, and public agencies, municipalities, counties, school districts, tribes, and the general public are invited. The workshop will focus on California's electrification mandates and the role of cutting-edge technologies and federal funding in addressing the challenges. The workshop will take place from 10 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. at the IID boardroom in La Quinta. And discussions will cover a range of topics. The Brawley American Citizens Club awarded a grant. The County Board of Supervisors approved the grant on Tuesday. The grant, $500 for the club's Mother's Day event. Coming up, we've got to look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says multiple areas of low pressure will traverse the desert Southwest over the next several days, resulting in cooler than normal temperatures through at least Saturday. These systems will help generate persistent breezy to locally windy conditions. We will quickly warm back up to start next week as high pressure builds over the region. Our high in the valley yesterday, 90, 61 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 44 miles an hour. It will be sunny today with a high near 82. West wind 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 45 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 59. West winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 40 miles an hour. Sunny on Friday with a high near 80. Very windy with a west wind 15 to 25 miles an hour, increasing to 25 to 35 miles an hour in the afternoon with gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 87. West winds about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high near 91. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon. And those winds, well, they toppled a tree. Yes, and that caused the road to be closed. Bennett Road closed from Evan Hughes to Ross. A tree in the roadway. County Roads working on that as we speak. We have 66 degrees, 51% relative humidity, winds out of the west at 15, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two, with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the very best care. It's draft day, NFL draft. It's headquartered in Detroit. And who's going to go number one? Yeah, well, who's going to trade up? Who's going to trade down? Where's it going to be? Yeah, ask me later, and I'll tell you after we find out. And meanwhile, the Chicago Bears have unveiled a nearly $5 billion proposal for an enclosed stadium next door to their current home at Soldier Field, part of a major project that would transform the city's lakefront. The Bears asking for some public dollars. Yeah, so, yes. Yeah, well, they don't have enough money on their own. They got to get some from the taxpayers as well. And NBA action, yeah, the playoffs continue. In last night's playoff action, what did we have? Well, we had the Heat hammering the Celtics 111 to 101, and the Thunder topped the Pelicans, and that ended up 124-92. Coming up today, well, it'll be Cleveland and Orlando, New York and Philadelphia. Denver will be in L.A. to take on the Lakers.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball yesterday, the Cardinals dumped the Diamondbacks 5-1. Mets over the Giants 8-2. It was Orioles nipping the Angels 6-5. Came down to a dramatic play that ended the game. And the only people happy were the Orioles. The Red Sox shut out the Guardians 8-0. Brewers nipped the Pirates 3-2. Reds over the Phillies 7-4. It was the Dodgers beating up on the Nationals 11-2. Rays ripped the Tigers 7-5. Yankees topped the Athletics 7-3. Braves nipped the Marlins 4-3. Twins topped the White Sox 6-3. Cubs edged the Astros 4-3. Royals, they nipped the Blue Jays 3-2. Rangers over the Mariners 5-1. And the Padres, they walked away with a 5-2 win over the Rockies. And in good news from the NCAA and the Heisman Trophy, Reggie Bush will get his 2005 Heisman Trophy back. Yeah, he deserves it. Okay, and the way the rules have changed, he didn't do anything wrong. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time has been brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And right now, let's take a look at some financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, and your business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The U.S. economy cooled more than expected in the first quarter of the year, but still was healthy by historical standards. Economic growth has slowed steadily over the past 12 months, which bodes well for lower interest rates, but the Federal Reserve has made it clear it's in no rush to cut those rates. Gross domestic product, which measures all the services and goods produced in the economy, measured an annualized rate of 1.6% in the first quarter. The Commerce Department reported that was the weakest pace of growth since the second quarter of 2022, when the economy contracted. It's a steep slowdown from the fourth quarter's 3.4% rate, and also below the 2.2% rate economists projected, according to a FactSet poll. The figures are adjusted for seasonal swings and inflation. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines announced today it will stop serving 4 airports due to delays in the delivery of jets from Boeing that the aircraft manufacturer had promised until it's cut back in production earlier this year. The 4 airports are Bellingham International Airport in Washington State, Cozumel International Airport in Mexico, Syracuse Hancock International Airport in New York, and Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Southwest will continue to serve Houston's other airport. Is that Houston Hobby? The recent news from Boeing regarding further aircraft delivery delays presents significant challenges for both 2024 and 2025, according to Southwest CEO Bob Jordan. We are reacting and replanning quickly to mitigate the operational and financial impacts. Consequently, we have made the difficult decision to close our operations at these 4 airports. So what is all this doing to the market? Panic. On the big board is the Dow off 700 points in early trading. The Dow off 694 points at 37,767. The S&P 500 off 75 at 49.98. The NASDAQ off 292 points at 15,421. Meanwhile, gold has jumped up $16.90 an ounce. Oil dropped 52 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 82, west wind 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 45 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 59, west winds 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 40 miles an hour. Friday, sunny with a high near 80. Very windy with a west wind 15 to 25 miles an hour, increasing to 25 to 35 miles an hour in the afternoon. Those wind gusts could reach 45 miles an hour. Right now, downtown El Centro, 67 degrees, 47% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 20, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. Travelers advisory and wind advisory issued. Travelers advisory from the Highway Patrol for vehicles. Interstate 8 is open, but there are some high winds. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal. Southwest Postal offering 24-hour day, 365 days a year service at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. The U.S. Supreme Court is hearing former President Trump's claim of presidential immunity.
The case involves the former president's efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss and whether he can face criminal charges. Trump attorney D. John Sauer says he cannot.
For 234 years of American history, no president was ever prosecuted for his official acts.
But justices, including Ketanji Brown Jackson, posed this question.
How do you determine what is an official act?
With Justice Sonia Sotomayor asking whether introducing a false slate of electors, for example, could be considered official. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Well, Trump is referred to as an unindicted co-conspirator in the Arizona indictments that have charged Rudy Giuliani and 17 others with being part of a scheme to overturn 2020 election results in that state.
These are people like John Eastman, people like Mark Meadows, who had his ear, who we know were meeting with him in the days after the 2020 election, all the way up until the inauguration.
Election law expert David Becker is a CBS News contributor. New York's highest court has overturned a high-profile Me Too rape conviction. CBS's Jim Crisula.
The New York Court of Appeals said the judge in Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape case made several improper rulings that prevented the 72-year-old disgraced movie mogul from getting a fair trial. That included allowing women to testify about allegations that were not part of the case.
This morning, the first large cargo ship passed through a newly opened deep-water channel in Baltimore 4 weeks after the bridge collapse. The government says the economy grew at an annual rate of 1.6% in the first quarter of the year. That's a slowdown. CBS's Jill Schlesinger on what it may mean for Fed policymakers as they consider interest rate cuts.
I think they do nothing next week. If we start to see week after week, month after month, in the next, say, 6 weeks or so, before the following Fed meeting, if we see things really start to decelerate, that first rate cut of this cycle is back on the table for June.
GlaxoSmithKline has sued Pfizer and BioNTech, alleging the two infringed on patents related to COVID vaccines. A symbol of Paris has suffered damage.
The blades of the famous Moulin Rouge fell to the ground overnight, leaving the red windmill looking unusually bare this morning.
Just check. I hope they will build it up again.
Danish tourists Lars and Lise Thygesen. The venue owners said it was unclear how the blades fell, taking the first three letters of the Moulin Rouge sign with them. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 650 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Pluto TV has over 300 channels and thousands of TV shows and movies for whatever mood you're in. Just open the app and something good will already be playing because it's curated by people who love TV as much as you do. So if you're in the mood for comedy, there's 18 channels that'll make you laugh. Looking for drama? We got so much of it, you'll cry tears of joy. Reality shows, game shows, sports, Star Trek, and even more Star Trek. No matter what mood you're in, there's something on Pluto TV. Just download the app and start streaming. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
A new report suggests a disturbing number of British kids have a drinking problem.
The World Health Organization study of children in Europe, Asia, and Canada found children in England have the highest rates of alcohol use. A third of 11-year-olds and more than half of 13-year-olds say they've drunk alcohol. No single factor behind the trend, but parental alcohol use and the rebound effects after the COVID lockdowns likely contributed. The results are especially concerning because research shows the earlier children start drinking, the more serious a problem it can become when they are older. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
The fallout from yesterday's romp through London by 4 military horses that got loose after a construction noise spooked them is still being felt. 2 are in serious condition and required operations, and 3 of the soldiers thrown from their mounts were hospitalized but are expected to fully recover from their injuries. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it. 12:30.